So first, I'm going to start off with my morning routine. I first wash my face with the Cerave Foaming Facial Cleanser, and then for the mask, I take the bentonite clay mask. This is just the brand that I use, and I take some apple cider vinegar. You're also going to need a plastic spoon, a 1 tablespoon measuring cup, and just a plastic container or plastic bottle or whatever you want to mix the mask in. You take 1 tablespoon of bentonite clay and then 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, and you just pour it into the plastic container. You want to make sure you're using a plastic container because stainless steel will mess up the components of bentonite clay, and you just stir it together. I know it kind of looks like I'm making a chemical potion, but I'm not. But I'm just going to be applying this all over my face. It's kind of like a light green color, and also you can add more clay or more vinegar. It just depends on the texture that you like. I like mine to be more of like a thin, kind of more on the runny side, so I usually tend to add just a tiny bit of apple cider vinegar, a little bit more than a tablespoon, but it's just your personal preference. Once you apply this on your face, you just leave it on for 30 minutes, or you can leave it on for longer, but this is how long I leave it on. It kind of looks like a scaly green mess whenever it's on for 30 minutes. It's really hard, so that's why I'm kind of looking dead there. But I just wash my face with warm water and I pat it dry. Then I tone my face with Witch Hazel. I just apply this on a cotton pad and then apply the Witch Hazel all over my face. Once I finish applying the Witch Hazel, I applied this sunscreen. This is Neutrogena Clear Face Sunscreen. And now it is time to get into the makeup. So first, I applied some tape on the outer corner of my eye just to make sure that I get a really sharp line. The first palette I'm going to be taking is this Stila Eyes Are the Window palette. This is the shade called Thinker. It's just a really beautiful violet shade. I know it looks like I'm applying the shade right in my crease, but I'm actually applying it right above my crease. So I'm literally just kind of like outlining that crease shape, I guess you could say. I kind of have hooded eyes, so that's why I keep my eyes open for this. I know some people keep their eyes closed and they can do it better, but I keep mine open so I can know where the cut crease is going to be and my outline and everything like that. Next, I'm taking the Modern Renaissance palette by ABH, and I'm taking this really light lilac shade called Buon Fresco. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I'm taking a Morphe brush and I'm applying this on my upper crease area. This is just to make sure that the blending process for any other shadows that I'm going to be applying is super easy, and yeah, it makes life so much easier. Next, I'm taking the Swamp Queen palette, and I'm going to be taking this darker lilac shade in the color Mancat. I'm using a different Morphe brush to apply this directly into my crease, and I'm going to be switching back and forth between Morphe brushes. So I'm just going to be applying this color and then blending it out with the previous brush. Yeah, I'll list all the brush names that I'm going to be using throughout the video down below, because I am using quite a few in this video just because, you know, you need different brushes for different things. Next, I'm going to be going back to that Thinker shade, and I'm going to be using my Morphe B18 brush just to apply this directly in my crease, just right in the socket line. And yeah, I just wanted I'm getting tongue-tied. This is just to deepen up the crease before I apply the black. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm taking the this is the Shadow Couture palette. Yeah, the ABH Shadow Couture palette in the shade Noir. And I'm applying the black on the very outer corner of my crease, and I'm dragging it into the middle part of my crease. I'm not going all the way close to the inner corner, so I'm just going back and forth from the outer corner of my crease to the middle of my crease. Whoa, that was a lot. And I'm going to be blending that out with the same Morphe brush I was using before. To cut the crease and cover my lid, I'm taking my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Concealer, and I'm just carving out my crease to make sure I have that really sharp, bold line that I'm looking for. To go on top of the concealer, I'm using this really pretty nude shade from the same Swamp Queen palette. It's called Big Baby, and I'm just going to be applying this right on top of the concealer and kind of carving out the crease a little bit more. Next, I'm going to be applying more of that Noir shade. I'm applying this right on the very outer corner of my eye, and I'm connecting it to the black that I applied on the outer corner of my crease. I'm doing this because I really wanted a sharp line. I know the tape is going to give me a sharp line, but I just wanted a really crisp, sharp black outer corner, and then I wanted to fade into violet. So I really loved how it turned out, but I'm just applying the black and then blending it out, and then I'm going to be removing the tape. So once you remove the tape, you'll notice that I have this really sharp line, which is exactly what I was going for. So for liner today, I'm using Kat Von D Trooper liner. I'm making my wing, and I'm actually filling my liner in with this liner. I've said liner like 3 times in that sentence. But I usually use my NYX liquid liner to fill it in because it's really dark and matte and black. But I'm out of that liner. Oh, I can't stop saying that word. I'm out of the NYX liquid liner, so I just decided to use this, and I actually liked it. I've never filled my liner in with this liner. Okay, I'm done with liner. I'm done. I'm gonna apply the NYX Crystal Liner in Crystal Pink just to kind of accent the liner a little bit more and just to kind of add something a little bit different. I'm applying this right where the black stops, like right where the black and the nude shade stops, and then towards in the middle of the Kat Von D Trooper liner. So it's really confusing, I know, but just look at what I did. For lashes, these are the Grand Glamour lashes by Vegas, Nate, and Eylure, and I'm just applying these as normal. One time for me applying lashes again on camera. I have been killing the applying lashes on camera game, so yeah. And now we're about to do a little magic trick. Magic trick happening now. There we go. So now I'm applying some black eyeliner. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner gel liner in black. I believe that's what the name of this is called, but it's extremely black and it does not fade or run, so I love that. To set the liner even more, I'm just applying more of that Noir shade from ABH. I'm applying it right on top of the liner, and I'm also going to be smudging it out a little bit. And then to blend the black out, I'm going to be applying the Buon Fresco, I think that's how you say it, shade from the Modern Renaissance palette. Next, I'm just going to be applying my Loreal True Match powder all over my face. To contour today, I'm using the Rimmel Sculpting palette. Surprise, surprise. I'm applying this on my temples and, you know, in my contour lines and everything like that. I'm going to be going over that same powder brush just to make sure everything is really blended in. I'm going to be using the blush out of the Swamp Queen palette called Does This Thing Really Work? I actually really liked how it looked. I've never used the blush before out of the palette, but it's this really like light pink, and that's what I was going for today. And then for highlight, of course, I'm going to be using Gator Wings because I'm using the palette. Why not use the best highlighter in the world? Yes, I said it. This is the best highlighter in the world. I'm applying this on the tops of my cheekbones and also under my brows, so on my brow bone. I could have just said on my brow bone, but I made it more difficult and said under my brows. I'm going to be taking a stipple brush just to blend everything in, make sure everything is nice and seamless. And then for lips, I'm taking my NYX Lip Liner in Prune. It's just this really light mauve shade. I was going for mauve for the cheeks and the lips, and I think I accomplished that, but I'm just going to be lining my lips as normal. Next, for lipstick, I'm taking the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the shade Soft Spoken, which is also a really like mauve pink shade. I really love how this looked with the eyes. Like, I'm obsessed. And then for lip gloss, I'm taking the Maybelline Color Elixir Gloss in Mauve Mystique, and I'm just applying this on top, and then that is it. So I really hope you guys like this look. I don't really do a lot of cut creases because I'm really nervous, and you know, I feel like my eyes are really frustrating and confusing and different and everything like that. But please give me a thumbs up, please subscribe to my channel, follow me on all of my social media accounts, let me know what you would like to see next, and I will see you guys soon. Bye guys.